Getting ready to do that thing we do. Down here in the great hot south, eh? Alright, getting ready to go live. Quiet on the sit as Jack gets up and walks away. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here 5 days a week, including a host from Skeggy Media. Thank you, Skeggy. Or whenever we feel like it, because we're not going to be here next week. Part of the week after. SodaCon. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Thursday, October 4th, 2018, here inside Shot of the Avatar. And I tell you what, things are getting ramped up for the con. We got a telethon. We got a couple streams to talk about. Why can't I hear you playing?
Yeah, we got that thing later this afternoon going on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Where they're going to talk about dungeons. And seasonal content and answering some questions.
What are you playing? I'm not even hearing you playing, or are you actually playing?
I'm playing aerials.
There it is. You go swing it around. Still got that problem.
Operator error.
I swing the camera. I hear you. No, again, still, look who's talking. The guy who can't sit and play at the same time.
Hey, that's a known issue.
Yes. Okay.
Is that better for you?
No, I still can't hear it.
Still can't hear it. I don't think I'm close enough for you.
No, I think I got.
Did you turn off the volume again?
No, it's coming through. It's actually the listeners can hear it. It's just I don't know why I can't hear it. I can see it. I can see it playing everywhere else. I just for some reason can't hear it. One of them unexplained mysteries of Shroud.
And I'm trying to face the camera, which is always the fun thing. Yeah, because you know how that goes.
That's right, Skeggy. 1 week, 1 week to go. 1 week till SodaCon. Of course, you'll be there early. I'll be there early. There's going to be quite a few of us showing up. Yeah, I know. You live right down the street, and you'll be late. That's right.
Yeah, that waking up and driving in Austin traffic is not going to be fun.
Yeah, well, that waking up at ungodly hours during the convention is never fun, but, it's something we suffer through.
I know. It's like, why do I have to drive across town, leave my house at like 7:30 in the morning to
gotta move closer into the city where we're going to have this action. That's all.
Yeah, no. Nope. So,
hey man, I tell you what, you bring your camper, you put it in the parking lot, and we'll camp out in the trailer. We'll have a big old party in the trailer in the parking lot. How about that?
Yeah. Did you look at any of the questions for today's telethon?
No, I forgot all about that. That's right. We've got questions as well for the telethon.
So this one is awesome. Sheet music shows the crafted by of the avatar who crafted the blank sheet music. Can you add a published by to show who actually published the song? So that way they can list like ASCAP, BMG, and different record labels. Same goes for books. This way publishers can get credit as well, not just the crafters.
Is who's asking that question? I'm curious.
That's by Kron Caldon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's been an interesting argument that, of course, has gone very dormant there, Econdas. And, of course, one of those things had to do with listening to music in games in general with the radio stations, all that shit. Of course, that stuff does not originate with the creators. They just have a means to transmit. So, because that stuff doesn't, the music that you play in game, they didn't make. That's you composing that into the format that you can play it in the game. So that's on your head. But yeah.
Hey, just because you're supposed to chip them 0.0001 cents per play.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's silly stuff.
Go ask Scroda how many times he's played Proud Mary. Yeah.
Not enough. Shift wants to know, can you please allow us to craft patterns?
Hold on.
What? You're still stuck on the...
You're jumping, and we haven't even told them about anything else.
What? It's like...
What?
We told them about...
Let's start
we told them about
showing them updates. Let's go through what's going on. We got a show to do here.
Yeah, no. So where do you want to go?
We're going to start today's live stream. We just mentioned it, and all of a sudden you're off. You asked if if I had read any. No, I hadn't read any. You just want to run. That's right. Don't forget. Let's do a refresh here because we should have a tally as to how much is there. And $22,568. So. That's where we're starting off this
Hopefully
Thursday.
We'll get that. Yeah.
Yeah, again, I saw it up right 24 and change before 25, and I'm still curious what happened there. Again,
someone probably decided, hey, I really didn't want to buy that
$5,000 lot. Yeah, I don't know.
And yeah.
But the next stretch goal is the Breathe Fire Spiral at 25,000. So again, for all you folks out there, 12 hours of sales today. Going to be 12 hours of sales expected tomorrow as well. And then the whole weekend.
Then you've got the 20% sales off of something over the weekend. To me, it's like really get rid of that 20% sale over the weekend. You need to find ways to actually do this stuff a little bit better. And
I saw somebody in the forum was asking about things like the telethons. And with the new rules on the telethons, in order to participate in the prize innings, you either need to make a purchase during the telethon or put the phrase that pays, as it may be, the original inventors of the phrase that pays, right here on NBNN.
We stole it from someone else.
I don't know about that.
But
I don't know what you're talking about.
The first ones to do it in game.
That's right.
The first ones to do it in game, right here.
But
today's phrase that pays is "light it up."
Light it up. That's right. For all you 420 folks, that's the phrase that pays. I've been here long enough. Light it up.
Yeah. So yeah. Hold on. Let's ban the zone with "light it up," and then let's randomly hit the V key, so that way we completely screw up our point of view.
Might as well get it in there. That's right.
Light it up, you dick.
Everyone message Liz.
I like it how you did that. You spammed the wrong key. So Laz said, "Light it, you dick."
Yeah, I come into the show with the sound effects keyboard set up, and I go to type, and I forget that those hotkeys are all set for the soundboard, and I say all sorts of crazy shit when I do that.
Yeah.
But yes, on the table are our stretch goals: 35K for Dragon Skin Rugs, 50K for the Dungeon Dragon entrance, 65K for the Dungeon Bow and Dragon plate helm.
Yep.
80K Dragon Sword and Dragon Polearm, 90K the Dragon Mask set. Be interesting to see that. Multiple color variants with smoke visual effects. And 100K a unique Dungeon Dragon entrance room.
Encounter room. Yeah. Huge difference between entrance room and encounter room.
I was reading that and double checking the first one to go, what's the difference between the two? But that is what the difference is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But sales all going on the next couple days. A couple deep dives going on, and of course, if you've got questions, we've got our answers.
Yep, we got something. And KLM wants me to fly to Europe again.
They want you to fly to Europe.
Yeah, they're sending me things that say help them celebrate their 99th birthday by flying to Amsterdam. Been there, done that. I don't know why so many people were asking me where to find drugs. They were barking up the wrong tree on that one.
Yeah. Well, you follow all those strippers on Twitter. I guess they figure, you associate.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Rock awesome.
Don't know what you're
in the house.
About. Yeah. Now Condis is sending me a message. You got any weed? Yeah. No.
Got the hookup.
Yeah. So do you want to do some more questions?
Well, I was gonna say, we're gonna just go right into questions. We gonna
might as well.
Stand up. We're gonna
do. The second question is actually really, really relevant to something that I talked about with someone else the other day.
Okay, well, I got it up on screen. Yeah. Let's look at that second question.
So, can you please allow us to craft patterns out of weapons, armors we already know how to craft? I want my bronze plate helmet stats, but I want it to look like an iron bucket helm. It would allow a more customizability. Speaking of patterns, you know what? Did you know that the only patterns you can buy from the crown merchants are the eternal patterns?
Yeah.
You can't buy pattern packs.
Yeah.
Why can't you buy the normal pattern packs off the crown vendors?
Why would you want to buy
those pattern packs? You mean
the single use ones?
The single use.
Why would you want to buy single use?
Why would you want eternal?
When I'm done, I get it back and I use it over again. Why would I want to pay for something that I use once and throw away like
how many times have you done that?
Paper?
You know what? But I'm getting 6 for 5 crowns.
And I use that for Pax Lair, the single use to give everybody a visual. So that's what we use the regular ones that we got for them. So they come in handy that way. We just tell them, don't lose them. You're not getting another one.
Exactly. You definitely need the pattern packs available on the crown vendors. And,
I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah. Eventually,
single-use patterns are like condoms. Yes.
I mean, there was talk of actually bringing bundles in for crowns, wasn't there at one point?
What?
Bringing bundles into the game for crowns?
Yeah, so supposedly.
Yeah, I would really like to see, personally, when something goes on sale in the store, it actually reflects that price on the in-game
with the
crown
crowns
vendor. Yeah, but that doesn't seem to happen.
That doesn't happen at all.
That would be nice. Get the sale price in-game. But I guess since we're sitting on the questions, we'll just go with the questions, because he's going to try and avoid his favorite subject as much as possible today.
Waste of time. Bridge toll.
Underlying for everything else.
You know what? RNG is completely useless. Bridge Troll wants to know about taming and why tamers are at a huge disadvantage because their necklace slot is filled with something worthless to their build. I'm sorry to say, but you've got an extra damage dealer. How is that worthless?
Yes, or an additional healer with a summoned pet. Right? Well, that summoned pet.
If you've got your water elemental
with a summoned pet, you don't use the necklace slot. That's a summon, so that's a little different. But
but if you've got your obsidian bear out there and it's out DPSing you, it's like how is that useless to your build? When you've got that extra damage dealer,
some gamers always whine.
Yeah, it's
when you've got the obsidian destroyer out there, literally destroying things with one hit. Yeah. Actually, I like having my destroyer out and taking him into some little low level, level 3 scenes, and I watch him hit one of the NPCs and knock it halfway across the screen.
That's also because if that same thing turned around and hit you, you'd be dead in 2 shots. I've heard your stories.
Hey,
the upcoming change that intends to make certain pets non-resurrectable.
Fruck. He watched me on live stream stay alive all night, right, Fruck?
Lies. Didn't happen.
Fruck was shocked. Fruck had never seen me in armor before.
The Envy telethon's in 3.5 hours.
Yes, but you can donate now. Cough, cough.
And you can say things now. Whether or not it results in you getting any rewards is no. I mean, taming special.
Upcoming.
Isn't
changes.
What was accomplished by the recent changes to make taming specialization have much more influence pet quality? What? It's like making pets non-resurrectable is that way you actually have to go out and tame a new high-end pet. It's like taming specialization is already going to influence its hit points and the damage it does.
It might have helped everybody listening out there if you actually read that so they understood what you're talking about. You got to understand, we do radio here. Come on.
Don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't in the in-game radio system for a couple weeks. It's finally back though. Radio Free Britannia has made it back for a week.
That's right. We are back on the in-game radio, folks.
Yeah.
Had to poke and prod. Thank you, Star, for your help. Yes, the radio is back in-game.
Yeah. And Bridge Troll can't figure out how many questions is 3, because are there other skills in the game that are rendered useless like this situationally? Yes. How will people that purchase pets or even tamers know that a creature falls into this category? Let your pet die and find out.
Kill them all.
That's right. Is there any future plan to implement protective and or damage enhancing gear for pets? like armor or sharpened claw beak, scorpion tail accessories. Yes, because your scorpion needs more poison.
Because my spider web and poison isn't strong enough as it is. I'll tell you what, out of all my pets, I still like the NBNN security spider best.
Yeah, that's because it roots everything.
That's right.
And it gets in everybody else's way. That's what it really is.
It gets in everybody's way and allows me to loot it while it stands on top of the loot bodies. That's right.
Yeah. But adding additional like armor, things for like that, so that way you can have your armored bear. Episode 12. Yes. As soon as they have some sort of system that actually makes it so where if you're a tamer and you've got that tamed pet, and they output the same amount of DPS as someone that's not a tamer.
So
how about that?
I'm curious about Brass Knuckles' comment. I don't understand what he's asking for.
Please keep taming viable for non-spec tamers, as we want to participate in pet leveling and understand our pets might not be as good. Well, he's kind of like you. You technically are not a tamer, yet you have enough taming skills in order to summon your pet.
I have more than enough, thank you. I may not be able to go out and tame.
Yeah, you can't tame it, but you've got enough to summon it.
On a regular, I can tame them. I just have to spend more time than most of those guys.
Do you have like resurrect creature and?
Let's see. I'm going to put it up on.
Do you have all the combat training and obedience stuff?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you just can't tame it.
My actual taming is 67. My heal is a GM. My summoning is 91. My obedience is 76. My combat training is 78. My collar recovery 77. My concentration 70, and my refresh at 93 with resurrect at 62. So I am a tamer, trust me. It's just I haven't gotten that first skill.
You can't tame anything except for sheep.
Hey man,
but yeah,
sheep come handy in a cold.
Damn right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And a pair of hip waders, and you're all set.
That's just ask Led Zepp. That's right.
That's right. Kashivo wants to know: can we confirm what determines your chance to critical while harvesting nodes? Shroud math.
Shroud math.
Yeah.
That's your percentage crit chance, right?
Shroud math. Any plans to improve, update survey skills? Currently, visually, there's no difference between level 40 and level 100. Or level 0. I think they're going to end up having to get rid of survey completely.
You know, it used to work. I don't know why.
With the sparklies?
There was several different variants. One was the sparklies, and sometimes you still see that.
At the same time, if you were a miner, you never needed any of that because you could see the nodes across the map.
And that was the other one. When you really had a good one, you could literally see the node from across the map.
I don't even need survey for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe they'll rethink that and see what they're going to do. Most new folks are advised to lock those at 40 and forget about them. They could do with further purpose. Yes, re-looking at the resource gathering would actually be a good thing, and see how it's actually applicable and how to improve it. That will take some retooling.
I would think that any miner worth their salt would argue against that and tell everybody the GM or go to at least 120 in most of those skills, because there is a difference.
Yeah.
May not be a visual difference, but the miners out there will tell you. I mean, I do happen to belong to the Britannian mining company.
At the same time, I kind of disagree with some of that assessment. just because there are so many bugs with a number of resource nodes that were already out there. So
again, talk to the numbers.
Hey,
then you get more resources with the better numbers.
Now it would be. They just did improve it, says Chris, and then Ashtray was muted as spammy. I can't see the rest of it because it's chatty. But with the recent nerf, you would actually have to have two people with completely varying skill levels in the exact same node or exact same area moving at the same time to see whether or not, yes, you end up with more spawn nodes than someone that doesn't.
You have a chart. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You have a chart.
Got a link to that chart?
Yeah.
Or if you want to come and drop it in Discord, you're always invited. Don't forget, we invite you, the audience, to come join us in Discord. Sit down.
You also have to remember, mining just nerfed. Metalocalypse wants to know if we could implement customization options with overhead nameplates and health bars. Hey, I'd love to be able to move them and peel them off. And showing only team current selected targets, all dead bodies and unselected targets having no nameplates, bars, maybe a toggle show all when looting bodies. And the ability to like double click on a nameplate in order to bring things up, like it's loot. That'd be awesome. I've never played a game where you could do that.
I mean, like target via the nameplate as well?
Never done that before in a game 20 years ago.
Yeah, we know why that's not allowed.
Yeah. Vladimir Begamot wants to know, buy order postings for new players are kicking my butt. Is an update to vendors on the horizon to buy orders specifically, not to everything. I still want it. I still want the ability to actually put up a buy order for, say, 50,000 wood pulp,
and that's exactly what he's asking for.
If you have 50 wood pulp in your inventory, you could go sell it to me.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's asking for, because he's got to constantly run out. I do the same thing. I've got buy orders out for ore. I've got buy orders out for carcasses. I've got buy orders out for granite. I got buy orders out for
I would love to do the same thing with sales as well. So that way I don't have to do stack of 10 teleport scrolls, stack of 10 teleport scrolls, stack of 10. It's like, here's 3,000 teleport scrolls on this vendor, and you can use the sliding bar to buy as many as you want.
Buy the whole stack. Yeah. We won't argue. We'll make more.
We'll make more. We'll make more. Or we'll turn around and pull it out of our chest, like I did yesterday as someone bought teleports and recall scrolls from me off Shroud Marketplace.
ShroudMarketplace.com.
Cha-ching!
Again, that's right.
Yeah.
Teleport and recall scrolls available on the cash store. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ain't got the time and you got the money, we've got the place for you, and that's ShroudMarketplace.com.
Yeah. Can you start painting us a picture of your ideas for the future quest system? Yes, please.
Yes, I think Jack told us all about that. Episode 2, right?
Yeah, episode 2, not episode 1. And I just went AFK in the middle of a friggin' song. I was playing a song.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, AFK timer. Killing me. Decay system. We know that's being worked on. No new documents on that have been published recently.
It can be said that many people do not like it.
It is also one of the main reasons for the decrease in the number of players. Why must we keep it? It is a punishment, a way to make players happy, or a punishment way to attract players. Every time you die, you have a feeling of serious loss. Well, the players still take risks.
Don't die.
Every day, all the time.
Now, we were talking about that the other night when I was out with the Deco Divas. Before we went out, Justin's like, well, this place might get a little tough, Laz. And I'm like, listen, I'm not worried about dying anymore. I'm going to be here for a long time. Same thing I've always said about my skills. I'm not out here rushing to be the 100 GM character in the first 4 weeks of gameplay, because I'm going to be here a while. I'm going to be, taking my time, stopping to smell the flowers, restock the vendors, and socializing with people. So,
I'm here to smell a lot. I'm here to. Yeah.
Hey, I've always claimed, and again, that's one of the difference between myself and Jack. Jack's really more into the storyline and how it all ties together, and I could give a rat's ass about the storyline. Yeah.
I keep creating new players and deleting them. Yeah.
I want to be able to just run around. I want to be able to build houses like I do. I want to be able to meet people and entertain, play my music. I want to be able to sell my goods. I miss the days of standing outside the bank selling explosive potions, but, and there's been loads and loads of ideas and thoughts and trains of thoughts of how to get people to congregate. But this, I still do not see shaping into be that kind of game ever. There'll be people who always go to dance parties, and there'll be those people who are always going to go adventuring for the experience, and that's just the way I see it. But anyway,
it's going to be something.
Or you can go fishing out of Pax Lair with Sean and Winfield. There you go.
Yep.
Fish.
Just don't try to go fishing in a hunting zone with them. You'll end up in a different instance.
All the fish belong to Winfield.
I know.
Is there a fish tax imposed by Governor Winfield?
Yes, you must give him all your fish.
Right now. It depends on the size and weight.
What, 1 of every 10 fish go to the governor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
The game has a lot of praiseworthy advantages, and one of which is the game mode can be switched freely, allowing players to concentrate on their own adventure. However, many players mistakenly believe that they have always been one and have forgotten their companions. Can you change the town or pot into a public mode? As long as you enter the town or pot, the people around you automatically appear. Can Soda have the same city as UO's Luna? What? So that is actually something that I have advocated for before, which is the
forcing people into a public mode.
If you're in party mode, if you're on the overworld map, or you're in a player-owned town, you're actually in multiplayer mode. Party mode is for hunting instances.
I don't know if I agree with that.
What if it's 3 me?
You know what? You're supposed to be able to see all of your guild members and your and your friends in party mode, anyways.
They ain't got no friends.
Yeah, I've got no friends.
You ain't got no stinking friends.
But the way the system's set up right now, if you're in party mode, the only way you can actually see other people is if you're in the exact same party. Which means first you have to be in the same party as them in order to be with them. So
be with
fix it.
them.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Interesting news. Got a date?
Yeah, Google AdSense sending me a violation report for something where I'm not serving I'm serving ads, but I don't publish any ads. So I don't know why you're telling me that I have a violation. Yeah.
You're in violation.
Why don't you change it to we removed an ad that was in violation of this system.
They just removed another one.
Yeah. Yep. Dun, dun. And PayPal's
right along.
resolution, annual resolution. That's the second one I've gotten today. Skill 200 is the upper limit. According to the current design, it is not desirable for any player to reach 200. I want to know. I think someone's in the 170 range right now.
I know somebody who's shooting for a 200.
Shooting for a 200.
We will find out maybe this year, maybe by the end of this year, whether that number is attainable.
Player, because I think I know someone that's in the 170 range for one of their skills.
I know someone who's going full hog taming on that, so let's just put it that way.
Yep. That's a lot of XP. It's more than I have. Nelmick wants to know Yuo's house design is definitely the most attractive, which means placing it anywhere on the map. I believe that any officially designed house can't surpass the player's imagination. This is one of the most attractive places for Yuo. Why doesn't Soda open custom homes? As far as I remember, you didn't actually build your own house inside of UO unless they changed that system.
They changed it later on, where I believe there was a way to add a wall, add a floor, add a wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they changed that a while back.
Okay. Well, yeah, I haven't played UO in 17 years or so.
Long time.
16, 17 years.
So you didn't play it at all, right?
Played it for a few years, man. After they opened up Trammell, it's like, man, this sucks.
E2A.
I mean, the second age was fun until they opened up Trammell, and then,
Trammell.
You know what? Those damn trammies ruining the game for everybody.
Hey. That's offensive.
Damn trammies.
It never would have happened if you assholes weren't killing everybody.
The Rainbow Care Bears said that's offensive, man. That's offensive.
I don't care. Those damn trammies ruining everything. Yeah, Age of Shadows was customizable homes in 2001. Okay. Yeah, I quit before Age of Shadows. But yeah, maybe in episode 17. But Pub 16 for UO was the best. Yeah. Yep. Decay is... Yep. It's more Decay stuff. After the game officially launched, many of the functions that should have been available were not open, which is another dilemma of the current game. What? Can the player only play the monster experience value? What? The player can only play the monster experience value every day without more goals? What? I'm confused by this.
Yeah,
without more goals,
after the game was officially launched, many of the functions that should be available were not open, which is another dilemma of the current game. Therefore, the player can only play the monster experience
value every day.
Okay, so he's saying all you can do is grind every day, basically. That's pretty much what it seems to be a complaint.
So I think is that meaning
course,
that he really wants some more of the virtue system embedded into the game to where
he wants more.
It becomes a royal pain in the ass to maintain your white cloak.
Repeatable
quests.
Go search. Yeah, he wants the treasure.
But isn't repeatable quests grind too? I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, crafting is grind. Everything is grind. If you think of it all as grind,
I'll say it.
You know, I'm going to go grind out this dance party because I'm.
I'll say it again. If we've said it once here, we've said it thousands of times. When you get into this game, there's a steep learning curve, and this game is work. You're going to work in this game if you want to achieve anything. You're going to have to go out there and craft if you want to be able to do something. You're going to have to go out and do grind if you want to achieve stuff. You're actually going to have to follow the storyline if you want all the rewards. But it's work. It's not going to be jump into the game, run around naked for 5 hours and think you're going to accomplish everything. That's not the story here, folks.
I'm running around naked because I want my
because we
my
can.
Emperor's New Clothes to be a pattern because they've made helmets hideable. Yeah.
Wardrobes, man.
I know, wardrobes. The Red Hammer wants to know, greetings all, thanks for the added content for the player crafting of dungeons. I started working on this the other day. I have recipes and blueprints. I downloaded Unity and the dungeon player flag, blah, 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 blah. Do I need the Unity program? No. You do not need the Unity program. Okay. So the crafting your own dungeon with the craftable components is going to be something where in-game it is a snap to system to where it's like you're in design mode and then you'll be able to choose which piece you want and place it wherever
it's
where
a connectivity set.
Yeah.
Yes, drop in place.
Yeah. But you do not need Unity in order to do that. Unity will allow you to go through and actually start like laying out your stuff visually outside of the game and start designing your own dungeons and things like that. So, but it is not necessary.
I'm thinking he may also have gotten a little confused with the asset pack that comes with those that is downloadable that you can play with Unity offline. Yes.
And Envy, I know you know what the storyline is. It's that thing that gets you that white cloak at the end.
The thing that gets you your free deed.
The names.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Then after that, did you already walk through the process? Not yet, because all of that is not yet in game. It's coming soon. Expect a lot of it later.
Actually, watch today's live stream because they're going to cover it.
Yeah.
That's one of the deep dives today.
Only has one question this time. When are you going to fix fucking hitching?
Now, actually, you know, I've noticed him in the forums, and he does a comparison month to month. And every month it seems when he plays on the QA server, he has an absolutely smooth, non-hitching experience. And as soon as it comes back on over to the live server, he starts hitching again. And this seems to be every month the last couple releases for him. And I'm just been curious. I've been watching the threads just to see what the result outcome is, but at this point I haven't seen anything other than he still hitches when we go to the live release.
Yeah.
Can't say I've seen a lot of that in the last release myself.
Yeah. But you know what? I will say that my QA experience is generally a lot faster as far as frame rate than the live server. So there are significant differences whenever I play on even load times on the QA server versus production. So yeah.
Moving right along.
And I love Paladin Michael's response.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and I'm like,
have you tried Cure Plague Potion? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Inteyes wants to know, on fishing, there is talk about bait and a lure, and now you need the little bobbing float, and then you need different types of bait. Will the jar of worms have a function in these lure items? And then you'd need some dirt to put the worms in.
Don't you know that if you open a jar of worms, you actually get worms? Does anybody know that?
You know what? You also get a buttload of dirt.
I never noticed that.
Otherwise known as worm feces.
That too.
Fertilizer? Is that what I heard? Fertilizer?
Yeah. Well, have they never heard of
which will then in turn go into our farming and crafting system? Yeah. Okay.
Where is my homemade lure that does not involve me sticking a hook through a worm?
Jack wants a lure for an elven fairy wench. That's the kind of lure he wants.
Absolutely, that's the lure that I need. I need the one that attracts the elven fairy wenches. Yeah. Alan Caden wants to know: will the Edelman bird baths ever make birds fly over the property again?
Didn't they take that out because of
all the bird poop?
No. What was it? This word I'm looking for. Frame rates and all that stuff. It was a big draw on the system.
I think it was.
Well, I believe that's why I was. If we were told why it was done, I don't know why. Well, I know why he's asking, because the reward said it's going to make birds fly. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's just because certain people spoiled it by putting 30 bird baths on their lot to create like the massive swarm of birds around things. And I know someone that did that. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Will the addition of dyeable deco, will add-on store ornates be allowed to be dyed also? Eventually. For stretch goals in the future live stream, could we possibly get assets that are already part of the world? Skull Throne, Koi Pond, Avatar Statue, Pig Spit, Campfire, etc.
Interesting.
All of those things are supposed to make their way into the game eventually.
Yes, everything you see in the world should eventually become something you can interact with in some way.
Craftable.
That's right. Coming soon.
Trademark. Episode 93. Kane Darkmore wants to know how much longer will the Aether mobs be around?
Release
End of
59.
Yep. In Northwest Blackblade Mountains, for example, sorry. No. Are there any quality of life changes on the horizon for refining? Yes, excellent question. When will crafting get looked at?
Didn't say crafting.
Refining. Yeah.
Yeah, refining was something, yes. Refine good.
All crafting.
Wood pulp.
And scrolls. 2.5 minutes for 20 scrolls. 2.5 minutes for 20 wood pulp. Ridiculous. And I'm GMing both of those.
Well, yeah, you go down to Chillblains and your GM and alchemy comes into play there, because you can just sit down and pick up all the potions and scrolls and kits and
I know you don't even have to craft anything anymore. You can just get it all as loot. Yeah, but that's been a problem for a while.
Eagle.
I think it's time for a little winches and mead. Winches and mead.
I'd just like some mead right now.
I've got a bottle right here.
Bring it to SodaCon. Yummy.
It is from the Enchanted Manor Meadery, and it's the Queen Mother's mead.
The Queen Mother?
The Queen Mother's mead. As made for let's see. A diplomat and friend of King Charles I before he was beheaded crafted recipes. Our Queen Mother's is inspired by Digby's 17th century recipe, which he crafted for serving the Queen Mother. Yes, so it's got some rosemary, ginger, dried flowers, and clove. So you know what this is going to taste like? Delicious. You know what makes it taste even better? You mix it with Guinness.
Yummy. Forget that. Okay.
Yeah, because Guinness and mead,
just
delicious.
Running into this breaking news.
Oh.
Breaking news right here on NBNN on the forums. Word from our very own Serafina and the customer service goddess.
Oh. What'd she have to say?
I put it there for you.
Oh, I have to get out of the PMs. The address verification they had in place on the account page is not working the way they intended. With that in mind, they've decided to remove the verification. This will probably be removed next week. If your address is currently in a confirmed state, our work will not unconfirm your address, but simply remove the verification state. As we expect to ship physical goods for Phase 2 later in Q4, there's nothing you need to do right now with your address. More information will be coming next week as they complete the work. They will extend the deadline to October 19th by 2 weeks to November 2nd. So if you've not received your boxes, they're confirming of the address. Got borked, and they're trying to resolve it.
Borked. Yeah, so something we already knew from previous infractions with the verification system. One of those things that would happen would be, of course, you buy something from the store and then all of a sudden you'd have to reconfirm again. It was an ongoing little problem. But yeah. Well, that's some breaking news for you folks. Holy crap, we're just having too much fun with those questions that we're running a little tight on time here. Didn't realize we were having so much fun with those. So
I know.
Without further ado,
those questions are fun.
You know,
it's time for the stand-up corner.
We'll tell you all about the stand-up corner, the wonderful NBNN Saturday Avatar app.
Amazing
that we got available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your Shrouded Avatar needs when you can't sit down and play the game and you want to follow along. Go check it out, and of course don't forget the NBNN Shrouded Avatar community calendar brought to us every day by our good friends over at hometownhero.com. Jack's going to tell you about that tasty new juice he's sucking on over there.
Maple pecan. New flavor was $14.99. All right, 60 milliliters. It is delicious. Don't forget to use that NBNN promo code at hometownhero.com for 20% off.
That's right.
And then we've got that calendar thing where lots of random things happen. But if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar and you want your events listed here, you need to, or if you want to add one-off events to the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, email that guy, news@nbnn.info. He'll do something with it eventually, and I may or may not read it off. Depends on how much you tip me. But Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news.
Tune it with in stereo.
So you don't have to. Yep.
And we're back on the in-game radio.
Yep.
Back with a vengeance.
Yep. Did you actually test it to make sure it worked?
I did.
Okay.
And of course, there's going to be a lot of people scratching their heads after all the rumors they've been spreading.
Shh! Spread them all. Spread them all. Yep. Yeah. Today's stand-up corner was the devs have gone fishing. Yep. At 7 p.m. this evening on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7.
R.I.P.
And the only other thing on the calendar for Torta Thursday is on Radio Free Britannia, and that's the Wecked one.
That's right. And of course, don't forget it's not there. The telethon is live today. 3 to 7, I believe it is.
Because not everybody actually updates their calendars properly.
Yep, that's right. Not in our control.
Responsibility.
But don't forget, you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or on the radio at 12 and 6 around the clock weekdays. And we do appreciate all your support out there, and thank you for the past 3 years. You guys have been great. Again, we're going to be taking a break next week for SodaCon, but we'll be bringing you the latest when we get back, and all sorts of great stuff. On Monday? Don't know yet. It depends on how
Monday morning.
I'll know more tomorrow. How packed I am and how much stuff I got to go digging out. But if you want to become a supporter, go out to any of our sites, click on those donate buttons, and of course, cryptocurrency accepted over on Jackstream. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com/NBNN, becoming a monthly supporter, or becoming a sponsor. Get your name up on the big screen, and we'll tell everybody whatever it is you want about whatever it is you want us to tell them. Don't forget the Airy Fund. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. For the latest community causes and events in-game, check out the airyfund.org. And SodaCon Austin, that's right. 1 week from today, folks, we're going to be hanging out. We'll be down in Austin, rubbing elbows with the devs, having a good old time, meeting our Shroudy friends in real life, and having a good old time. So we'll be bringing you all the highlights when I get back from that. And of course, legit Hometown Hero seasonal flavors now available. Check out hometownhero.com for your vape juice needs and save 20% when you check out using the promo code NBNN. Boil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Scrota's Music Service, putting the music in your ears. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove is in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to the mines that you want to be in. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. And Relics by Rill will be at SodaCon. So go say hello to Ben when you're down there and say, show him all the good stuff that you've bought off of him. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, inside and outside of Shrouded Avatar. Econdas, have a good day, buddy. Thanks for joining us. And of course, last but definitely not least, the Shroud Marketplace. But ShroudMarketplace.com is your place for all your virtual vendable goods, including teleport and recall scrolls. You can get them at my store. You can get them at Jack's store. You can get them at other stores, but you should buy them from us.
Guaranteed.
We make better scrolls.
And recalls now guaranteed to be 50% less than they used to.
That's right. And I'll sell you fizzle insurance when those scrolls fizzle on you.
My scrolls do not guaranteed not to fizzle. But you know what?
That's right. Pumpkins from Skeggy Media Store. Don't forget, get your Halloween pumpkin supplies.
Did you not refresh the page today?
Do they come with glitter?
A bunch of things were just added, including like an aeronaut 100% exceptional suit, a bunch of toadstools, from the toadstool set to the red toadstools, Sky Navy stuff.
Yeah, well, that's funny. The aeronaut
frame,
100%.
anti-principle and anti-virtue artwork.
Let me see this.
Oh yeah, it's like you get the framed artwork on the anti-virtues and your all the good stuff. Although those are the virtues and then the anti-virtues.
Grand Tour hats down to $100. I see.
Oh, Grand Tour hats,
full
set,
$100.
$100.
That's probably the best price I've ever seen on those.
Yeah, perfect price.
Pumpkins. Don't forget from Skeggy Media.
You know what? The great thing about Shroud Marketplace, over 135 different players registered as vendors. Each one of them is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you get all kinds of great things. But definitely go buy Caffeine's Grand Tour set because you want it. And he really wants the Corel art set. But yes, anything and everything from accounts to game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, cheaper than you can find off the add-on store, all the way to services. Anything and everything available at Shroud Marketplace.
That's right. Gotta love them
Cheese writing,
services.
Gus
Easy
Bowl
writing,
games.
Schroeder's music service thingy.
Even weddings and more by Laz.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's like someone's like, "Hey man, I want you to do our wedding," and then they did a golden shower wedding right in the streets of Altown.
Right down by the crafting center. I tell you
that was awesome.
That actually happened, folks. It did happen.
Yeah.
We do not joke when we say we can accommodate anything you can dream up. Weddings and more by Laz, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. Looking for granite, looking for telethon items, looking for that collector's box set, you're looking for artifacts, you name it, we've got a little bit of everything. Weddings and more by Laz, because like I said, it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. And you know what that means, Jack?
It's a time where we have to say thank you for watching or listening. We couldn't do the show without you, or we could do the show without you guys, but it would be much less interesting.
Be a whole lot more boring. That's right.
A whole lot more boring.
But that's right. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll let you know whether we'll do a show on Monday by tomorrow. But till then, don't forget Telethon today. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye. I really did not mean to skip the entire stand-ups corner.
Yes, you did.
Don't know what